Welcome to IGCSE and A-level chemistry classes. In this video, we are going to discuss about past paper 4. Past paper 4 related to organic chemistry, part 2. Okay. Here, first question number 7, part C. October-November 2008, question number 7, part C. Here, first question. Here we have to draw the structural formula of polypropene. We have to draw the structure of polypropene. Okay, so you have a clear idea about addition polymer. This question mainly related to addition polymers. Okay. Addition polymers mean, there are different type of polymer, addition polymer and condensation polymer. Addition polymer mean generally alkene after addition polymerization it will change to polymer. Alkene after addition it will change to polymer. So here the question asking about polypropene. Draw the structural formula of polypropene. CH3CH double bond CH2. CH3CH double bond CH2. This is propene. Propene after polymerization it will be polypropene. So I told you double bond will change to single bond during polymerization. So this is one unit. This is monomer. This type of many unit join to form polymer. Okay, many unit will join over here. In double bond part, many unit will join. Okay, so we can draw the structure of polymer like this. So take this part, CH double bond will change to single bond CH2, and there is one CH3. CH single bond CH2. Look here, there is CH3. This CH3 we will draw over here. Okay, and put bracket and N. What is the meaning of this? This type of unit will join here. This is one unit. This type of unit will join here, also here, unlimited. That's why we are saying it is polymer. Clear? So this is propene and this is polypropene. Look here, another example. CH2 double bond CH2. Double bond CH2. This is ethene. Ethene after polymerization it will be polythene. You can draw the structure of polythene like this. CH2 single bond CH2 double bond change to single bond and put bracket over here, put N. Means this type of CH2 it is single unit. This type of unit join here, also here. Okay, so this is the answer here. Structure of polypropene. Okay. Here next question, same question, C part 2. We discussed before C1, now C2, question number C2. Here question asking but1ene reacting with the steam, what will be the product? But1ene reacted with the steam, what will be the product? Also you have to draw the structure of product. So look here, structure of but1ene, CH3CH this is but1ene. Okay, CH3 CH2 CH double bond CH2, but1ene reacting with the steam, water vapor. Okay, so what will be the product? Here H2O, H2O mean hydrogen and OH. hydrogen and OH. Generally you understand, alkene reacted with steam, alcohol will be the product. Okay, alkene reacted with steam, alcohol will be the product. Butene reacted with steam, butanol. Ethene reacted with steam, ethanol. Propene reacted with steam, propanol. And this chemical reaction takes place in presence of phosphoric acid and 60 degrees Celsius. Understand these things. Okay, so here but1ene, butene. Butene reacted with steam. What will be the product? Butanol. Okay, so H2O mean hydrogen and OH. Okay, so hydrogen, you can draw hydrogen here, OH over here, or different way. So CH3, CH2, I told you draw hydrogen here, OH over here. So CH3, CH2, CH will change to CH2, CH2, OH. This is the answer. Okay, so understand H2O mean there is hydrogen and OH. Hydrogen will go to one carbon, OH will go to another carbon. So our answer will be CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH. So butane reacted with steam, butanol will be the product. Okay, so name of the product butanol, and this is the structure. Clear? Next one, C3, question number C3. Here propene reacted with hydrogen chloride. What will be the product? Propene reacting with hydrogen chloride. Okay, so we know the structure of propene, CH3, CH double bond CH2, 3 carbon and double bond. This is propene. Propene reacting with hydrogen chloride, HCl. Hydrogen chloride mean HCl. So what will be the product here? Hydrogen chloride, hydrogen and chlorine. So we have to add hydrogen to one carbon and chlorine to another carbon. So this will be the product. Hydrogen, you have to put hydrogen in one carbon, chlorine in another carbon. So the product will be CH3, CH, it was CH, now chlorine also, CHCl, before it was CH2, we added one more hydrogen, so it will be CH3, CH3, CHCl, CH3, okay. Name of this product 2-chloropropene, 1, 2, 3, so in second carbon there is chlorine, 2-chloropropane. Okay, 2-chloropropane, name of this product. Okay, next one, question number 8, May, June 2009, question number 8. Here one structure of polymer is given, one structure is given, it is lactic acid. It is lactic acid. Also it is given in the question polylactic acid. Polylactic acid, it is a polymer, it is biodegradable polymer. It is biodegradable polymer. Okay. Here the question asking suggest two advantage polylactic acid compared with the polymer made from petroleum. We discussed before some polymers like polythene, polypropylene, polystyrene. This type of polymers are plastic. Okay, compared to such type of polymers, there are some advantage for polylactic acid. Polylactic acid, it is biodegradable polymer. The previous one like polythene, polypropylene, these are non-biodegradable. Non-biodegradable mean it will not degrade by actions of bacteria in the soil. It will stay in the soil longer time. Okay, it is hard to dispose such type of polymers. We have to burn these polymers. After burning this, it make air pollution. Also we can dispose this type of polymers by landfilling. Okay, landfilling, it make soil pollution. Which type of polymers? Polythene, polypropylene, polystyrene, such type of polymers are this type. Okay, non-biodegradable. But compared to such type of polymers, polylactic acid. Polylactic acid, it is biodegradable. So there are some advantage for biodegradable polymers like polylactic acid. They are easily disposable. They do not make any type of air pollution, soil pollution, etc. Okay, so these are the advantage. They do not make pollution. They do not make air pollution or soil pollution. They are easy to dispose. They are easy to dispose. These are the advantage. Next one, part B. Question number 8, part B. Here this structure is given. Okay, here this structure. The question asking what type of compound this? What type of compound? Here we know this circle. The question asking this circled one, what type of compound? We know this is ester linkage. This is the functional group ester. Ester. Okay, so the answer is ester compound. And here B2 question asking polylactic acid or lactic acid molecule form this type of ester compound because lactic acid contain two different functional group. We have to complete here and here. What type of functional group present in lactic acid? Look here in the question, it is given structure of lactic acid. Okay, in lactic acid, this is carboxylic acid and this is alcohol. Okay, so in lactic acid there is carboxylic acid and alcohol. That's why lactic acid form ester functional group. Okay, ester functional group. Ester formed by reaction between alcohol and carboxylic acid. So lactic acid form ester. Why lactic acid form ester? Because lactic acid, one molecule lactic acid contain both carboxylic acid and alcohol. That's why it form ester. Here last part of this question asking is the formation of polylactic acid is addition polymerization or condensation polymerization. Formation of polylactic acid from lactic acid, it is addition polymerization or condensation polymerization. Addition polymerization. To answer this type of question, you have a basic idea about addition polymerization and the condensation polymerization. Addition polymerization mean polymer formed from one type of monomer and there is no side product. Addition polymerization mean such type of polymerization, only one type of monomer and no side product. There is no side product. Ethene, polythene, propene, polypropene, styrene, polystyrene. These are addition polymers. Addition polymerization. No side product, one type of monomer. And double bond change to single bond. You can see there is double bond in monomer. In polymer, there is single bond only. Double bond change to single bond. Addition takes place. That is addition polymers. Condensation polymer mean the major difference in condensation polymer, there will be a side product. There will be water molecule, carbon dioxide or HCl. This type of side product will be formed in condensation polymer. Okay. Also, sometime you can see in condensation polymer there are different type of monomer. Condensation polymer mean there will be different type of monomer and there will be side product. Okay, so polylactic acid. So I told you lactic acid, this is lactic acid molecule. Okay, in lactic acid molecule there is carboxylic acid, also there is alcohol. So in polymerization, this alcohol and carboxylic acid join to form ester linkage and water molecule will be eliminated. water molecule will be removed. Okay, so there is side product water molecule and this is condensation polymer. Okay, so you can say you have 2 mark for this question. So what type of polymerization this? It is condensation polymerization because water molecule formed side product. You can answer like that. Okay, it is condensation polymer because water formed side product. Next one, question number, same question, part C. Here two structure is given, lactic acid and acrylic acid. Lactic acid, we saw the structure lactic acid before. This is lactic acid. Okay, when you heat lactic acid, water molecule, one of this hydrogen and OH will be removed and there will be a double bond formed. Okay, and this structure is called acrylic acid. Lactic acid, acrylic acid. When you heat it, water will be removed. Hydrogen and OH combine to form water. So this is lactic acid, this is acrylic acid. Based on this first question, complete the word equation. You have lactic acid, complete the word equation for the action of heat on lactic acid. Lactic acid on heating, we already discussed lactic acid on heating, it form acrylic acid. What will be side product? Water will be side product. So you just write over here lactic acid on heating, acrylic acid plus water. Acrylic acid plus water. Here next question, C2. Describe the test that would distinguish between lactic acid and acrylic acid. We have to mention a test and result to distinguish lactic acid and acrylic acid. Okay, both lactic acid and acrylic acid, it consists of carboxylic acid, COOH. Okay, but lactic acid carbon-carbon single bond, acrylic acid carbon-carbon double bond. So the compound which contain only single bond, it is saturated compound. Compound which contain carbon-carbon double bond, it is unsaturated compound. You can distinguish saturated compound and unsaturated compound with help of aqueous bromine. Aqueous bromine, it is red-brown color. Aqueous bromine will react with unsaturated compound. Aqueous bromine, it will react with unsaturated compound. Then red-brown color turns to colorless. Aqueous bromine do not react with the saturated compound, no change. Okay, so the test, what is the test to distinguish lactic acid and acrylic acid? Test reaction with the aqueous bromine. Okay, result with the lactic acid. This is lactic acid. Result with the lactic acid, no change. Result with acrylic acid, red-brown color turns to colorless. Okay. Next one, C3. Question C3. Describe a test other than using indicator. Which would show that both acrylic acid and lactic acid contain acid group. Here we have to mention a test other than indicator. We cannot say litmus paper, its color change. Other than indicator, we have to mention a test to show that both acrylic acid and lactic acid contain carboxylic acid. Okay, so we can say test reaction with magnesium. Result, bubbles are formed. We know acid, it react with metals. Okay, acid, it will react with metals. So here carboxylic acid, it react with the magnesium. After reacting with the magnesium, it produce hydrogen gas. So we can say here test reaction with the magnesium and result, bubbles are formed. Okay. You cannot mention over here reaction with sodium, reaction with potassium. You cannot mention. Okay, it is not correct answer, because magnesium and potassium, this type of group 1 highly reactive metal, even it react with cold water. Sodium, potassium, okay, this type of metal react with cold water and produce hydrogen gas. It produce bubbles. So it do not helps to distinguish acid and water. Okay, so we had to mention magnesium. Magnesium do not react with cold water. Okay, so reaction with magnesium, bubbles are formed. Okay, next one. October, November 2009, question number 7. There are many information given in this question. Here, part A1 question asking here, butene obtained from C10H22. We can produce butene from C10H22 by cracking. Give the reaction condition. We have to write here reaction condition for cracking. Okay, cracking. So basically we have to understand what is cracking. Cracking means long chain hydrocarbon break into simpler hydrocarbon. This process is called cracking. Long chain hydrocarbon break into simpler hydrocarbon. This process is called cracking. Okay. Condition for cracking. The major condition for cracking, we have to use catalyst like aluminum silicate. Okay, aluminum silicate used as catalyst. And another condition, strong heating. We have to heat strongly. So these are the two conditions for cracking. Higher temperature, second one catalyst, aluminum silicate. Cracking means breaking of long chain hydrocarbon into simpler hydrocarbon. Okay, long chain hydrocarbon breaking into small hydrocarbon. This process is called cracking. Here next one, part 2, question number 2. Here it is given one equation C10H22. We had to write the product formed after cracking. One product should be butene. Okay, we had to complete the equation for the cracking. Okay, C10H22 to give butene. So to answer this type of question, we have already C10H22. So after cracking, there will be two product. Okay, here one product already given. It is butene. Butene mean butene. But mean 4 carbon. The compound which contain 4 carbon. It is alkene. So it will be C4H8. This is butene. Okay, so we have to write one of this product C4H8. Okay, and here another compound also contain carbon and hydrogen. We know totally here 10 hydrogen and 10 carbon and 22 hydrogen. 10 carbon and 22 hydrogen. Already we did here C4H8. So here again we have to complete next product. Also contain carbon and hydrogen. So how many carbon will be here? Out of 10 we did already 4. 10 minus 4, 6 carbon will be there. Here 22 hydrogen, already we did 8. So 22 minus 8, 14. Okay, C6H14. This will be the product. Okay, so I will give you another example. Sometime the question asking like this, C20H42. After cracking, it form two different type of product. Two different type of product. Complete the product. Okay, so cracking means just breaking of long chain hydrocarbon. Okay, so there is no fixed product. There is no fixed product. It can break anyway. So both part contain carbon and hydrogen. Carbon and hydrogen. We have 20. So you can split over here 10 carbon, 10 carbon. Or you can write like this, CH. Here 8 carbon, here 12 plus 8, 20. You can break it anyway because it is cracking. It can break anyway. Okay, so here C10 we completed over here like this. Also, always you try to write one is alkene, one of this alkene and another one alkane. After cracking, two product form, one is alkene and another one alkane. So here alkene, its general formula CnH2n. Alkane is general formula CnH2n plus 2. Okay, here n represent number of carbon and this represent number of hydrogen. So here 10 carbon. So number of hydrogen will be 2n. 2n mean 2 times 10. 2 times 10, 20. Similarly here 2 CnH2n plus 2. Here 10 carbon. Number of hydrogen 2n plus 2. 2n plus 2 mean 2 times 10 plus 2, 22. So you can write answer like this. Or we did another way, 8 and 12. So here CnH2n, number of hydrogen 2n, 2 times 8, 16. Here 2n plus 2, 2 times 12, 24. 24 plus 2, 26. So you can write the product of cracking anyway. So you have to remember one alkene and one alkane. Both contain carbon and hydrogen. Okay, also you can divide number of carbon anyway and put the number of hydrogen according to this equation. That's it. Okay, here next one, name the reagent that react with butene to form butanol. We already discussed the previous question how to convert butene to butanol. Butane reacted with steam, it will be butanol. I told you before, alcohol generally react with steam and produce alcohol. Ethene reacted with steam, ethanol. Butane reacted with steam, butanol. Okay, so here reagent, it will be steam. Okay, and here catalyst, remember catalyst, phosphoric acid, condition 60 degrees Celsius. Next one, part B1, we have to balance this equation. Okay, here alcohol after combustion, it forms carbon dioxide and water. This type of balancing we discussed already in part 1. Okay, organic chemistry past paper part 1. Look here it is given C4H9OH. It reacted with oxygen, formed carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so you have to count how many carbon here. C4H9, C4, 4 carbon. So how many carbon dioxide will be there? 4 carbon dioxide, because here 4 carbon dioxide. Next one, we have to balance number of water molecules. Okay, so look here how many hydrogen here. Here 9 hydrogen, here 1 hydrogen. So total 10 hydrogen. So we need here also 10 hydrogen. 10 hydrogen we needed here. Already here 2. Okay, because of this 2 we had to divide 10 by 2. It is 5. So 5 H2O. 5 H2O. Okay. So I will repeat once again, here 4 carbon, that's why here 4 carbon dioxide, here 9 plus 1, 10 hydrogen in left hand side, so we need 10 hydrogen also in right hand side. Here H2, because of this 2, 10 by 2, 5 H2O, 5 H2O. Okay, now look here, total how many hydrogen in right hand side? 4 times 2, 8, 5 H2O. So here 5 H2O, H2O mean here 1 oxygen, 5 times 1, 5. Okay, so 4 times 2, 8, 5 times 1, 5, total 13 oxygen in right hand side. Also we need here, we need left hand side also 13 oxygen. We need 13 oxygen in left hand side. Already we have 1 oxygen here. Okay, so we need here 12 oxygen. Because of this 2, we had to divide 12 by 2. 12 by 2. Now it is 6. So 6 oxygen. So I will repeat once again, 4 carbon dioxide, 9 plus 1, 10 hydrogen. So 10 divided by 2, 5 H2O, 4 times 2, 8, 5 H2O. So here 5, 8 plus 5, 13 oxygen here. Okay, so we need here 13, already here 1 oxygen, so we need 12. Because of this 2, O2, we have to divide it by 2. 12 by 2, 6. So 6 oxygen. So this is the balancing of this. Here next question. Write the word equation for the preparation of butyl methanoate. Write the word equation for the preparation of butyl methanoate. Butyl methanoate. Okay. Butyl methanoate mean it is ester. Ester, formation of ester. We have to write the word equation for the preparation of butyl methanoate. Butyl methanoate. Okay. So look here how to write the word equation for butyl methanoate. You understand here, butyl methanoate. Butyl methanoate. Butyl mean this part from alcohol. Butyl mean this part coming from alcohol. Butanol. Methanoate, this part coming from carboxylic acid. Methanoate. Methanoate mean methanoic acid. Okay. So butanol reacted with methanoic acid, it will be butyl methanoate. You just write like this. Butanol reacted with methanoic acid. Methanoic acid. Butanol reacted with methanoic acid. The product will be butyl methanoate. Butyl methanoate. This is the answer. Okay. I will give you another example. Ethyl propanoate. Look here, this type of name, propanoate, O-A-T-E. The name of ester end like O-A-T-E. Okay. So this type of compound will be ester. Ester formed from alcohol and carboxylic acid. Imagine this type of ester, ethyl propanoate. So which two compound used to make this ester? Ethyl propanoate. Ethyl propanoate mean it is alcohol part. Propanoate mean it is carboxylic acid part. Same like this before you have butyl methanoate. Butyl mean alcohol, butanol. Methanoate, methanoic acid. Similarly here ethyl propanoate. Ethyl mean ethanoic acid. Ethyl mean ethanoic acid. Propanoate mean propanoic acid. Okay. So this ester made from ethanol and propanoic acid. Ethanol and propanoic acid. Clear? Here, next question, part C. We have to draw the structure of propanol and propanoic acid. We have to draw the structure of propanol and propanoic acid. Also, we have to show all the bonds. We have to show all the bonds. So, let us see how to draw the structure of propanol. Propanol. Okay, propanol means we know 3 carbon. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon. Okay, and in 1 carbon there will be OH because propanol, and 3 hydrogen. Here 3 hydrogen, here 2 hydrogen, here 2 hydrogen. This is the structure of propanol. You just draw 3 carbon OH. In 1 carbon there is 4 bond. 1, 2, 3, 4 bond. 1 bond going to carbon. So rest of 3 bond with hydrogen. Here 2 bond with hydrogen, 2 bond with carbon. Here 1 bond with OH, 1 bond with carbon, 2 bond with hydrogen. This is propanol. Okay. After that we have to draw the structure of propanoic acid. Draw the structure of propanoic acid. Propanoic acid. We know propanoic acid, prop mean 3 carbon. Prop mean 3 carbon. Propanoic acid. Propanoic acid mean carboxylic acid. So at the end there will be C double bond OH. We have to show all the bonds. So you just draw. I will show over here. Propanoic acid 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon. Okay. At the end carbon double bond OH. Okay. Carbon double bond OH. Okay. Then we have to do 3 bond with the hydrogen. Same like before. Here 2 bond with the hydrogen. Here no more hydrogen. Here no hydrogen again. Because we know carbon, there is the valency of carbon 4. 1 carbon atom make 4 bond. Here carbon double bond oxygen. So 2 valency completed. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 valency completed. So here no more hydrogen. This is propanoic acid. Okay, CH3, CH2, C double bond OH. To draw this type of structure, first you have to draw 3 carbon. 1, 2, 3. At the end carbon double bond oxygen OH. Okay, then rest all hydrogen. So propanoic acid, to answer this type of question you have to know what is the functional group of carboxylic acid. Okay, what is the functional group of alcohol, what is the functional group of ester. Remember all this: ester functional group, alcohol functional group, carboxylic acid functional group. Okay. Next one here, C2. The question saying why it is important to develop these fuels such as biobutanol as the alternative to petroleum. We have to develop biobutanol alternative to petroleum. Why it is important? You know, petroleum, it is fossil fuels. It is non-renewable source of energy. It will complete or it will finish after continuous usage. Biobutanol, it is renewable source of energy. That's why it is important to develop. Okay, so the answer is biobutanol, it is renewable source of energy. Petroleum, it is non-renewable source of energy. That's why it is important to develop. Okay. Last part of this question, how would you show that butanol obtained from petroleum and biobutanol are the same chemicals? How can you check both of them contain same chemicals? To answer this type of question, you do alcohol, butanol. It is alcohol after combustion, after burning in excess amount of oxygen, it produces carbon dioxide and water. So burn both of the compounds separately and identify the product formed. If the both of the compound contain carbon dioxide and water only, then we can ensure that both butanol obtained from petroleum and biobutanol same chemicals. Burn them separately and identify the chemicals formed. Okay. Thank you for watching this channel. Please subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos. Thank you.